All right, so today's deep dive, we're going inside the home of, well, you know, a pretty big name in the world of football.
Yeah, Jim Harbaugh, head coach of the Michigan Wolverines, right?
That's him. But we're not breaking down game film or anything like that.
Sure we are. Well, we're going inside his house. I mean, not literally, but.
His mansion in Ann Arbor, Michigan. From what we can tell, it's worth close to $4 million these days.
10,000 square feet. That's bigger than some grocery stores.
Way bigger. And this isn't just your average, over-the-top celebrity mansion. It's actually, well, it's got a really unique style.
It definitely reflects his personality, which is what I think makes it so interesting to look at. You can see how his personal style influences even the most luxurious design choices.
Yeah, let's talk about those choices. Like, picture this. You're pulling up to this house, and the first thing you see is a gated entrance. Long, winding driveway. Talk about making an entrance.
Right, and that gated entrance, it creates a sense of privacy, security, which is huge for a high-profile figure like Harbaugh.
You know what else is striking? The way the house itself blends traditional brick with these, like, huge modern windows.
Yeah, and those windows flood the place with natural light. It's a really classic move in luxury real estate to blend those traditional elements with modern touches. You get the sense of permanence and elegance, but you're also keeping it fresh and appealing.
Okay, so let's step inside, shall we?
Mm.
That front door, it opens up to this foyer that's, well, it's just so inviting. It's got this rich, dark wood door, and then these soothing green walls.
That's a nice detail. The green walls, I mean, you don't often see that in luxury homes. It's usually all about neutral palettes. But this green really sets a warm tone right from the start.
From there, you move into the living room, and it is grand. High ceilings, huge windows, we talked about those, and dark wood furniture against neutral walls.
It feels sophisticated. I can just picture him hosting recruits in this room. It has an air of success, but it's also comfortable, like it's not stuffy at all.
And then it flows right into this dining area where there's this big, beautiful wooden table, perfect for family dinners.
And the lighting in there is so warm and inviting. I feel like those meals would last for hours.
And then the family room is right off the dining space.
Mm.
And it's got a totally different vibe. It's more relaxed, casual.
Totally. Like you can imagine watching game film with the family in there or just hanging out.
And then
Yeah.
you walk into the kitchen and you just go, whoa.
Vaulted ceilings with wood paneling, skylights, granite countertops that seem to go on forever. And that open layout, it's perfect for both cooking and entertaining.
It's really interesting because in a house this grand, you can still feel that family is at the heart of it.
Right. And I think that's a key takeaway here. Even in a multi-million-dollar mansion, you can create a space that's warm, inviting, and centered around family. It's all about prioritizing those elements in the design.
So let's talk about the master suite because, I mean, what a sanctuary, right?
It really is. It's like a retreat within a retreat. Huge windows with these calming views of the backyard. It's the perfect place to unwind, maybe even review a few plays. Who knows?
And of course, you can't have a luxury home without a luxury bathroom.
Oh, this bathroom is spa-worthy.
Yeah.
It's got dual vanities, a walk-in shower that's practically the size of a small bedroom, and a freestanding soaking tub. Oh, man. I'm ready for a bubble bath just thinking about it.
What about the other bedrooms? I'm assuming they don't disappoint either.
No, they definitely don't. Each one is designed with comfort and style in mind. They all have tons of natural light, comfortable seating areas, and this neutral color palette that kind of acts as a blank canvas for personalization. You can tell that a lot of thought went into making sure that everyone in the family and any guests would feel right at home. So we've talked about bedrooms and bathrooms, but a house like this, it's got to have some serious entertainment space, right?
Oh, you know it does. And this house doesn't disappoint. There's a dedicated home theater that's pretty incredible.
Yeah, dark walls, dim lighting, plush seating, the whole 9 yards. It's all about that immersive cinematic experience.
I bet they've had some epic movie nights in there, maybe even some like game film breakdown sessions with the team.
Oh, for sure. And it's a trend we're seeing more and more in luxury homes these days. People want that high quality entertainment experience they get in a commercial theater, but they want it at home.
Now, for someone as driven and disciplined as Coach Harbaugh, I'm guessing there's going to be a pretty impressive gym in this place too, right?
You better believe it.
Yeah.
This isn't just your average basement treadmill setup. We're talking a full-blown fitness center, sleek, minimalist design, top of the line equipment.
Nice.
Yeah, and get this, it's got these huge windows overlooking the property so you can get a dose of nature while you work out.
That's pretty cool.
That is.
It's amazing how much you can learn about someone just by looking at their home. And you mentioned earlier that this house really reflects Harbaugh's personality.
Mm.
What are some of those key takeaways you're seeing?
Well, for me, the house definitely highlights like his commitment to family and, well, his commitment to success too. You see that in the way the spaces are designed. It's got rooms for both, grand entertaining and those cozy family moments. And that focus on fitness, it's classic Harbaugh, all about discipline, hard work, pushing yourself to be the best.
It's funny you often hear over the top,
Yeah.
all flash and extravagance.
Yeah.
But this one feels different. It's luxurious, yeah, but it also feels grounded, livable.
I agree. And I think that's what makes this deep dive so interesting. It shows that you can have a high-end, beautifully designed home that also reflects your values, your priorities. It's about that sweet spot between luxury and livability.
So what can our listeners who maybe, aren't in the market for a multi-million-dollar mansion,
Yeah.
what can they take away from all of this?
Well, the great thing about like exploring homes like this is that they offer inspiration. You don't need a gated entrance or a home theater to create a space that feels, luxurious and reflects your personal style.
Totally. It's about finding those elements, those key elements that resonate with you and adapting them to your own space. Maybe it's bringing in more natural light, creating a dedicated reading nook, or even just investing in high-quality pieces that you really love.
And think about, the way Harbaugh's house blends traditional and modern elements. You can do the same thing in your own home. Mix and match different styles to create a look that feels both timeless and personal.
And don't be afraid to experiment with color. Like we talked about, that unexpected green in the foyer, it sets the tone for the entire house.
Absolutely. So I'm curious, what stood out to you the most? What design elements really caught your eye?
For me, I love how this house manages to be both grand and intimate at the same time. It's a nice reminder that you can create a space that works for both large gatherings and those quiet moments with family.
That's a great point. And it all comes back to being intentional with your design choices. Thinking about how you want your home to feel, what kind of atmosphere you want to create, what activities are most important to you and your family.
It's pretty cool how even like a celebrity home can offer such practical design inspiration.
It is. And it's a reminder that luxury isn't just about the price tag. It's about creating a space that, well, a space that reflects your style and a space that brings you joy. It's wild to think that people actually live like this.
I know, right? Like part of me is still stuck on that incredible bathroom we talked about.
Seriously. But what really struck me? Even with all the grandeur, this house still feels personal. Like you can sense the warmth and character in every detail.
Totally. It's not just a showplace. It's a home where a family lives and grows. And honestly, I think that's something we can all aim for, no matter what our homes look like. Creating a space that truly reflects, well, reflects us.
Exactly. It's all about creating a space that speaks to who you are and what you value. And for the Harbaughs, it's clear that family and hard work are at the core of it all, with that touch of Michigan's spirit woven in.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to ask you something. What's one thing, one element from Harbaugh's mansion that you think anyone could incorporate into their own homes? Something to add a bit of that luxury and personality.
Ooh, that's a good one. Hmm. I'd have to say the intentional use of light. Remember those huge windows and skylights we talked about?
Oh, yeah.
Natural light can totally transform a space, make it brighter, more open, more inviting. Even if you don't have those massive windows, you can still think about how to maximize the natural light you do have.
Love that. It's such a simple but effective idea. And you don't need a major renovation to do it. Sometimes just rearranging furniture to let in more light can make a big difference.
For sure. And don't forget about lighting fixtures. The Harbaugh house, they used a lot of warm lighting, which really added to that cozy, intimate atmosphere, even in the larger spaces.
It's been so fascinating, this deep dive. We really got to go beyond just looking at pictures and explore how personal style can influence even the most luxurious designs.
And I hope it's encouraged our listeners to think about their own spaces a little differently. Whether you're a huge Michigan fan or just someone who appreciates beautiful design, there's always something to learn from, peeking inside other people's homes.
It's all about inspiration. So as you go about your day today, think about those small touches you can add to your own home. Maybe it's a fresh coat of paint, a new piece of art, even just rearranging the furniture, anything to create a space that feels more personal and well, maybe a touch more luxurious.
Exactly. Your home is your canvas. Make it a reflection of you.
Well said. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, everyone. We'll see you next time.